What were people telling you as they rejected you?
They said people don't care about women's stories. Women's movies don't make money. If you want to get a movie made, write about a man.
So how did you then say, I'm going to do this anyway? Because you've got an entire industry and a machine all telling you the same thing.
I guess I just really wanted to tell the story. I thought that women would enjoy it. I made the movie for myself. I figured if I would enjoy it, then other women would enjoy it too. And hopefully men. There's definitely some open-minded men that have really loved it.
Well, it's hilarious, I have to tell you. I mean, there are a lot of men in the movie, and they're men that other men would either relate to, hate, or want to know and be like...
I wanted to keep it funny and sexy so that you could watch it as a woman and you could feel empowered, but as a man, you could find the humor and it's sexy. It's about sex.
Yeah, men are not necessarily totally attacked in this movie.
Yeah, no, there's some great men in the movie.
So from idea to putting pen to paper to then getting it up on the screen, can you give me a timeline of how long that took?
7 years.
You're kidding.
Yeah, I mean, the system is totally stacked against women because if you start from the day that we're born and we look, there's not a lot of role models of female writer-directors where you go, oh, I want to do that. So, I mean, to even write a movie and have the confidence it's going to happen is hard. And then to get the money to make it is hard. And then to get the distribution is hard. And then once it comes out, you're a lot of men then writing about it. Do you know what I mean? So to get to your market, you have to go through all these men to get to the women that you want to watch the movie.
You just mentioned financing. As a business network, there are people who want to start up companies, or in your case, start up your own little mini company in the form of a film.
Right.
Talk about how you got financing, because you put your businesswoman hat on, and then you lost the financing.
Yes. I mean, really, two men helped me make the movie. One is my best friend, Michael Nichols. He read every draft and said, you should direct it. And then he found these financiers who then took us through pre-production and then said, we don't have the rest of the money. So we had to fold the project. It was incredibly traumatic. And then a year later, Bill Scheinberg financed the film, and thanks to him, he greenlit the movie for us.
But your timing in the release is unbelievable, because you wrote it and put it all together before the cover was blown off the biggest scandal that Hollywood has seen in decades, and that is the Harvey Weinstein actresses being harassed and pressured scandal. And you were one of those actresses. You've written about it, where Harvey Weinstein, this big executive, had said to you, you'll have the pick of any script you want, just sleep with me. I mean, he even, as I understand, lied, you say, to lure you to his hotel. Instead of doing that, you wrote your own script, and he's now a disgraced mogul. Vindication?
It's amazing. It's so good. And, you know, every hardship we went along the way to get this movie made, now the movie's coming out at a perfect time, like you said. So I guess maybe there's some good force in the universe that made this movie come out at the perfect time where people are open to hearing women's stories.
Well, maybe it's half magic.
That's the thing, right? It's kind of magic.
You're already having an effect along with another movie that some people would not compare yours to, and that's Black Panther. These unlikely,
so exciting
superheroes and heroes.
Yeah.
I just read a headline, and this is pretty stunning. The National Association of Theater Owners is now demanding that Hollywood studios put forth and give them the very things that movie executives have said for years don't sell: African-American stars and women stars.
Amazing. Thank you. Finally, finally. It's incredible.
As a newly minted director, I don't need to remind you that the Oscars are this coming Sunday. There is only one female who's been nominated.
Thank God there's one. Usually there's none, you know? I mean, finally this year there's one, you know?
One female director nominated. Do you think that will soon change?
I think so. I mean, it was exciting when Natalie Portman said at the Golden Globes, and now for the all-male nominees, you know? It was like, let's bring attention to this issue. We do need to change this issue. Time's up. 50-50 by 2020. Like, that's a great goal to have.
Which is easier, landing a plum role as an actor or getting a movie made?
They're both so hard. They're so hard. I mean, it's like I gave up trying to get guys to cast me in their movie, and I cast myself. Because at the end of the day, no one's going to write that story that's that personal story you want to tell except you. So that's what I did.